So you have a situation in a statistics class where you need to find the required sample size for a confidence interval. So what you do is you start with the formula for the margin of error, which is z star times the standard error, which is the square root of p hat 1 minus p hat all over n. Now, finding required sample size means you're solving this formula for n. So you can do this in just a few steps algebraically. So there we've solved the formula for n. So anytime you need a value of n, just put in your values of p hat in both of these places, put in your value of z star from the normal distribution, and put in the margin of error given in your problem. So a couple notes about this. Z star come from the confidence level, so use 1.96 for 95% and so on. Always round up to the nearest person. And if you have no estimate for p hat, use 0.5. So we have the formula, we have the notes, let's do an example. So in our example, we have here a company wants to create a confidence interval for the proportion of customers who will use a coupon printed on a receipt. Since this is a new idea for them, they have no estimate for P, but they would like the interval to be no more than 3% wide. How large a sample do they need? So the first thing, there's a little bit of a trick here where we're saying the interval needs to be 3% wide. So this is our interval, low end to high end. And for that to be 3% wide, we have to think that the value in the middle is p hat, whatever we get from our sample. So 3% wide, if 3% is from here to here, that means each half of this interval is 1.5%. Because the way an interval works is that the interval is p hat plus or minus the margin of error. So the interval goes plus margin of error on this side from p hat up, plus margin of error minus margin of error here. So the wording in this problem, 3% wide, means use 1.5% for the margin of error. Otherwise, just go ahead and put the numbers in the problem. We forgot to mention one thing. Just pretend that was there the whole time. Okay, so we are going to go to the formula, which is right here, and we'll just put in our numbers. So n equals p hat. It says we do not have an estimate for p, so not p hat either. So we're going to use 0.5 according to the note. Z star for 99% confidence is 2.576, and the margin of error is 1.5%, 0.015. Put that all into your calculator. And you get n equals 7373.08444. But this other note here, always round up to the nearest person. You need 7,373 and a tiny fraction more of a person, so they need to use at least 7,374 people. That's it.